Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison, and today we are planning out the week of September 8th through September 14th in my Erin Condren Daily Duo. I purchased the Hobo cousin kit. I have these two main sheets here. This is super cute. This does match my September monthly, which I love. It's the exact same kit, just in a different style, so love that. Here, we can go and take a look back at last week and how that turned out after the pen. So busy week. I think pretty much everything got done on my to-do list for the most part. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And let's get started here on Monday, the 8th. Okay, so since we're using a Hobo cousin kit this week, we have to do a little bit of cutting here to make it fit. So let me find my straight edge. Can't find my ruler, so we'll use this one. I guess this is technically a ruler too, but just not the one I usually use. Okay, got that part done. And now let's do the day headers up here. If you guys are new here, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate that. So like I said in the beginning, I do use the Erin Condren A5 Daily Duo. I just don't usually purchase Daily Duo kits. I really like the Hobo cousin ones like this because it's a very cost-effective way to fill every page. But sometimes I experiment with other sizes as well. I'll use bits and pieces of like the standard 7x9 weekly, or sometimes the journaling kits can be fun. So yeah, I do try a few different things, but there we go. So to make the Hobo cousin work for the Daily Duo, I just cut this washi into 6 strips and cut this up here as well to make it a daily header and not a weekly. So here we go. I think I'm gonna need to white out this week because it's this dark purple. All right, there we go. Let's lay down our washi strip. And I actually usually lay down my work and to-do labels before I get started, and I kind of forgot to do that. There we go. I am getting very chunky already right here. So let me go ahead and do that actually really quick. Move the planner out of the way, and I'll do my work and to-do labels to make it a little bit quicker. So I'd already went ahead and pulled the stickers that I use most weeks, or needed this week for sure. There we go, couldn't find it. Okay. All right, so how is everybody's week going? Good, I hope. I'm actually filming this on Saturday night, what is today? The 6th. And we've had a good week this week. Weekend today was really nice. The weather was great. We didn't have any football today, so my husband worked in the yard a lot, and I just did a lot of just like cleaning and reset type stuff in the house. It just felt really good, very productive. So that was nice. My boys really wanted to do a camp out in the backyard tonight. They wanted to go camping, but of course it was a little too late notice to actually go camping. So they decided and settled on doing a backyard camping. So we went out and made s'mores a little bit ago. And my boys and my husband are outside doing a campfire and different things. Super sweet. So, okay, let's get started here. So we'll do our work label there. And our to-do header. Love these brush strokes. And okay, what do we want to use for dinner plans? I think we'll do the green to write in our dinner. And let's choose a box here. I kind of like this one, the stripes. Those are cute. Gonna need to white that up. That purple is just bright. Okay, that works. We'll add a little color there. And I looked and I didn't really have any mild liners that match this. You know, I like to do my work hours with a mild liner. I found this brown. There's no actual brown really in the kit. It's just like a neutral fall color. But I don't really have anything else that matches unless I go with just a black pen. So, let's just try it. See how it looks. And if we don't like it, we'll change it on Tuesday. Okay, there we go. All right, my work hours are marked, and let's see what we have going on Monday as far as actual plans. So, let's see here. I do have a meeting at work. So let's do the green color here. It's at 1:30. Okay. Okay, I know this font doesn't match, but I'm really just trying to use these up. So we're just gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do a little laptop here to show that it's a work meeting. Cute, okay. And what else on Monday? We have a couple things. We have a soccer game. My youngest son starts, his soccer games start. Let's see here. Okay, and then my son has a football practice as well. I'm gonna try to use a flag just to make those match there. Okay. My middle son has football practice. Let's get that marked. Normally, try to find my stickers here. He has practice on Tuesdays. for Monday, but our school has an event on Tuesday. And so they changed practice to Monday so that the kids could go. And then soccer game day for Miles. There we go. And the only other thing I need to mark, I think, for Monday is that we need to do a crock pot meal because it's going to be a late night. I'm really trying to do better about planning meals so that we're not grabbing pizza or something like that on the way home and fast food. So I'll make a note here at lunch to put something in the crock pot. There we go, that's cute. Okay, I like that. I think that's it for Monday. Let's move on to Tuesday. Okay. I still have not ordered my planner for next year. I've had it on my to-do list, and I really should have done it when they had their sales. They had a Labor Day sale, and they had their warehouse sale. One of the days was planners discounted, and I really should have done it, and I did not. But I really need to get that done because I keep hearing the stories about shipping and it's making me nervous. I think I've decided though, I keep hearing people actually talk I saw a few videos of people wanting to order like the sterling ink. And I really had never looked into those, so I checked it out, and thankfully it's not gonna work for me. Like, it's not my style, because I was like, I really don't want to have to change. I don't want to be pressured into purchasing multiple planners, all the things. But thankfully I checked it out, and I was like, it's just not for me. I'm sticking with my Daily Duo. I love this. It works great for me, so there's no point in changing it. The only thing I'm changing next year is not the bright colors. I think I'm gonna go with the what is it, the blooms, the floral something. It's like more muted colors. I can't even think of what it's called. I don't know right now. Anyway, that brown worked out okay. That's what I'm gonna go with, I believe. Like I said, I haven't actually clicked order yet. I need to do that, but I'm about 95% sure I'm sticking with the Daily Duo. Okay, I almost messed up there, but I caught myself. So on Tuesday, I am not working a full day, so that's why I did that. As always, Tuesdays are busy, so let's figure out how to make this work. To start, I have a meeting at work, so I'm gonna use this one, maybe. It's at 10. I have a team meeting. I'm really not looking forward to that. We've got a lot of change going on right now with people just leaving, like getting different jobs and different things. I don't know. There's a lot of transition. I'm transitioning roles within my team, and so that's a lot, you know, just training and still trying to keep up with my other job, and it's just, things are crazy right now. So anyway, all that to say, we have a team meeting Tuesday morning. And then I have to leave work early because we have a big event at our school. If you've seen my videos the last few weeks, I've talked about this, but we're doing a giant fundraiser at our school that I've been planning. Okay, let's figure this out before I talk too much and can't make it work. So, let's use one of these for my kids' schedule, and then I'll add mine in after that, I think. So my daughter here, and she goes till 7:45, so that like fits perfectly. There we go. So that marks her. We can do this. Don't you even worry. Put that right there. Okay. And then we have some more. Let's see. 3 to 5. I was trying to keep my kids on one side. What if I move this up? So it's actually 3 to 5, but that covers it pretty well. Okay, so that covers 2 of my kids' situations here. And then I need one more for me here. And I'll just use, I guess, this one. And then I'm just going to cut this instead of tuck it under. That way it's not so bulky. Okay, not a super clean cut, but that's okay. I got a little crooked there, but it's fine. I say that it's fine, but you guys know me. It's gonna bother me. To think about it. We don't have time for that. We can do this. So, I did not pull any school stuff, but I bet I have something I can use for this. I know I could use that volunteer in a little while. After school activities. Oops, whoa, okay. I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna write everything in and be done. Let's just get started here and figure this out. Okay, my son has robotics practice. So we will put that there. My daughter has coaching. And then technically she has tumble for this last hour, but I'm just gonna let it be. I'm not gonna make another sticker there. And then I've got to set up and decorate and all the things for our fundraiser. And then we're having bingo as a PTA fundraiser. We've put a lot of work into this, so hopefully it is successful. Okay, so to go along with this, I have got somewhere here, if I could get things situated. Okay, for the coaching and tumble, I'm just gonna put a little megaphone there. And for robotics, I've got these super cute little robot icons. Love those. And I don't think I really have anything that's bingo or game night. Actually, I do. This might be a hot mess. Okay. Okay, so I have these. It's not really cards or dice. It's bingo. But I could use the family fun night maybe. This is a super old sticker. I don't know if this, I used to purchase from them on Etsy. I don't know if they're even a shop still. I've had that a really long time, but okay. There we go. Let's see if we captured everything here. So I'm only working till 2:30 because I have to set up at the school at 3. I do have a work meeting. My son has robotics after school. My daughter does coaching and tumble after school. We have the bingo fundraiser. Okay, I think that's it. And we're gonna eat dinner at the fundraiser, so I don't need to worry about a crock pot or anything like that for Tuesday. I already see something I missed on Monday though. Monday is trash day around here. That, and then we've got our little Hello Monday sticker to add there. I think that's it for now. So let's move on to Wednesday. Okay. Here we go. Have you guys decided on your 2026 planners yet? If you're a calendar year planner like I am, I know a ton of people do academic year because they like launch a season in May. Okay, sorry. My daughter was texting me and I got distracted. Anyway, I think I was saying, I know a lot of people like to do the launch season in the summer and do academic year, but I've always just been a calendar year person. That's just kind of the way my brain operates, so that's just what I have always done, I guess. So it's time for me to purchase for this next year. So I'm just curious what everybody else is using, especially if you use a daily planner like this. Yeah, I would just love to know. What do you guys use? Okay, let's see. I need to choose. Okay. All right, Wednesday is a pretty chill day. All right. So for Wednesday, we just have the normal stuff going on, it looks like. So we have church. Gonna use a flag here. And one of these just to bring the time down. There we go. So we have church and Bible study on Wednesday night. And then my daughter also practices after school on Wednesday. So let's use the green, I guess. And what does she do? 4:30? Yeah, until 6. There we go. And practice. Okay, love that. I like these little check boxes since I don't actually use the Hobonichi. They don't fit in the A5, but these are perfect for using like this to mark time. Blocks out. At least I think it's super easy. There we go. Let's see. Really been trying hard not to pay attention to these on whether or not they're straight. Just gotta let that stuff go. Okay, for Thursday, let's see what we're doing here. We need to choose our work label and a spot to write our dinner out. Let's see here. Cute. And our to-do. There we go. Okay. I keep hearing a lot of footsteps upstairs, and I have a feeling my youngest son is not going to actually stay outside tonight. Which is fine. I kind of expected that. He'd want to come in when it was time to actually go to sleep, so. Anyways, okay. Thursday night, we have a couple of things here. Trying to decide if I need that or not. Okay. I can make this work. That'll work. Okay, so my son has a football practice. And my daughter has a game. So let's get those marked. I swear I make such a mess when I do this. And then we also have robotics practice after school. And where'd my cute little robots go? I love those so much. So cute. Okay, I think that's it Nope, that's it. I was gonna say we need a crock pot meal this day too, but we'll probably just eat at the game since it'll be so late, so that's fine. Let's turn the page to Friday. Okay. Okay, and then we'll mark dinner. Okay, and this is cute. Adorable. I love it. Okay, let's mark our hours here. When I first started filming, I was doing this in our living room basement, and I just had my desk set up out there and it was fine. But I decided to move into my husband's office to keep my stuff away from the kids and just like make it easier and stuff. But I've noticed in my last few videos, you can really hear our air conditioning kick on and off. It's so loud. So hopefully that doesn't irritate you guys. Just shut off is what made me think of that. There we go. All right, my daughter has FCA at her school, or before school. All right, let's see here. We have a pep rally. Right here. Because it is a home game night. They have pep rallies every Friday that they have home games. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that with a little megaphone. Okay, what else do we have? Let's see here. We have a football game, high school that night, and then let's see. I think, I don't know. I'm gonna use one of these big ones here. Because before the game, let's see here. My daughter and I have two separate volunteer situations. So, I don't necessarily love the way that looks, but okay. Yeah, I don't just love the way that looks, but it's okay. We have to volunteer ahead of the game. She's doing a cheer clinic, like for the little kids, as like a fundraiser for their cheer team. And then I'm doing a volunteer thing with the PTA before the game. So there's that. I think that's it on Friday. Okay, let's go to Saturday here. All right. Guess to make up for us having 0 plans today, this Saturday, we are super packed next Saturday. Not 100% sure how we're going to fit it all in. And we may just not. I don't know. Have to rely on somebody, I guess. But usually our neighbor carpools pretty well because our daughters do a lot of the same things together. So that's nice. I'm going to go ahead and add one more. I don't know why I didn't do... Actually, I do know why. I guess because I only did 5 work labels. I only did 5 to do. But there we go. And then do a little flag. Okay. Do that to add some deco here. Okay. All right, so for Saturday, let's see here. My son has a football game. And it's an away game, and it's about 2 hours away. We don't have the time yet, but he should be in this 1 o'clock, 12:30 kind of time frame. But like I said, it's 2 hours away, so wish I had a better way to mark that. Let's just see what I've got here. Here we go. Okay, this is what I was thinking. We're going to use some of these dashed lines to mark the time frame. So we're going to have to be leaving our house most likely by 10. We have to be there an hour before the game, and then he's likely going to be, like I said, the 1 o'clock time slot. That is extremely crooked. I was doing so good trying not to worry about that, but that one was just really bad. So, there we go. Oh. Okay, I would almost bet that's about the time it's going to take, considering we'll probably stop and get something to eat after his game. He's got to be there an hour before. It's a 2-hour drive. 1, 2 hour game. Hour before, hour, yeah. Okay. And I'm going to use one of these here. And got my game day stickers. So for his, I'm going to write it up here, or put it up here so that I can write their opponent and whether they win or lose. On these other games like this, I think my daughter's cheering. She's not playing, so I'm not as invested in stats or anything like that. So, okay. The other thing is my daughter is doing a cheer clinic that morning, and like I said, our neighbors offered to take her because we don't have her time slot yet either, but she said likely around the 11 to 11:30 start time, and then it would be 2 hours. So if I put her here and then go down, That's way too much time, huh? Okay, she's doing that cheer clinic here. They have some light coaches coming in from another larger gym in our state, and so she's excited for that. And so she'll just stay behind. Perfect. Okay. There's that. Like I said, the game's taking up most of the day. And then that night we have in our town, there's a hot air balloon festival that we like to go to. So depending on everyone's moods and how tired everyone is, we'll see if we end up going. I always really like it. I think I like it a lot more than the rest of my family, but we'll see. It's not the end of the world if we don't get to go. Like, it's usually the same kind of stuff every year, the same balloons, but I just like it. And let's see here. Do I want to? No, I'm not even going to worry about putting lines. Obviously, we would be there more than an hour, but yeah. Okay. We're all going to be so tired after this and this that we'll see if that ends up happening or not. All right. We are almost done, guys. We're down to Sunday. Okay. So like I said in the beginning, I only get, probably didn't have to white all that out. I only get 6 strips of washi. So on Sunday, I don't get all the washi, but that's okay. Do that. And then I don't have, what was I thinking? I don't have any to-do things left, but out of habit, I just went ahead and did that. So let's see what I could use. I mean, really, I could just use any of these, right? This one's gonna look a little weird, but that's okay. On Sundays, I'm usually just trying to like quickly, seriously knock out my long to-do list to get the house back in order. So it's not that serious if it's not that pretty. Okay, I'm gonna put that one there for church because we go 9:15 until 12. So that's almost perfect. Okay, and then on Sunday, what else do we got? My daughter has practice. Should probably use the orange. No. What color do I want to do here? I wish I had one of these colors, but it is not this serious. I don't know why I'm letting it bother me this much. Okay. My daughter has practice from 5:30 until 8. And then, let's see here, the Chiefs play at 3:25. So let's mark those. Cheer practice. And then, let's see here. I guess that she goes until 8 on Sunday nights. So I'll just trim this up. Okay, and then the Chiefs play here at 3:25. Hopefully better than they played last night. Last night was such a sad football night. Our high school team lost to a big rivalry school, and the Chiefs also lost. So sad. Hopefully they get it together this week, because this will be a tough game for them. Okay. Is that it? I think that's it as far as actual plans. As usual, let me double check this and see what I missed. Missed the weekend banner. Always miss that. Okay. And I know I have a lot of this kind of stuff left over, and I'd love for you guys to check out my dashboard videos if you don't ever watch those. I will use a lot of this stuff in my dashboard. I just split those up into 2 separate videos because it gets really long. Okay, I wish I would have used these somewhere. Those are super cute. I could have used those for dinner or something, and I didn't even think about it. Man, those are cute though. I'll figure something out. Okay. Groceries, errands, planning, like, I don't think so. I will end up using most of these things, of course, throughout the week, but I don't have those days or times yet for like groceries and bills and that kind of stuff. So that actually reminds me, oh no, the 15th will be on Monday. Okay. I think that's it, guys. I kind of feel like I'm forgetting something, but I think that's it. So let's take a little look back here. We have Sunday. Oh, I didn't put our little decorative box down. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Looks cute. Perfect. And like I said, in my next video, I will set this up with you guys. So I'd love for you to check that video out. It'll be out on Wednesday, I believe. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye.